Following the example of the Roman Pantheon, the circular church layout spread wide among the ancient Renaissance and Classicist buildings that mimicked the antique architecture. Only a couple of such churches are located in Lithuania, with one of them close to the capital, in Sudervė. At the front of the rotund building, initiated by the local landlord Bishop Valentin Valchetsky, had a Doric order colonnade, installed at the beginning of the 19th century. This rhythm is extended by rectangular pilasters, supporting the entablature that hugs the building. The bottom row of windows merges with concave niches containing sculptures of the six apostles. The rectangular second-row window openings match the modest entrance portal. The building is covered with a dome topped with a lantern, and the rounded shapes of its little windows are reiterated in the dripstones and the roof. Once you get inside, the decor abundance is striking. Some of the interior elements were replaced in the middle of the 19th century. The most impressive part of the interior decoration is the dome, with illusory rosettes created in the painted caissons. The entablature and arches adorned with painting decor complement the composition. The upper part of the dome includes a painting composition, the Coronation of the Holy Virgin Mary. The Classicist temple altars are expressive, especially the great one with a small gallery on the second floor. Together with the four evangelist sculptures, it was created by Ignatas Gulmanas, who was also responsible for the decor of the Gate of Dawn. Karvys Church is an example of the neo-Gothic style of the Romantic period. To imitate the medieval style, it was built by composing bricks and field stones. The towers also resembled stylized castle towers. They have pointed arched niches with a Gothic composition of two windows and a round niche. The plane of the main facade is decorated only by the pointed arch of the main entrance, and the frieze adorned with small step niches and arcades. These elements are characteristic of Gothic temples. The building volume, however, points to a completely different era. The rectangular space covered with a gable roof is an echo of Classicism. Since the old days, Vyžulioniai had a chapel where inhabitants of the surrounding areas prayed. The brick neo-Baroque church was built as late as in 1910. It is towerless, and the central nave facing the front facade is encased with double pilasters. The side naves are connected to the central part by sloping attic walls, which is a simplified version of volutes. The lower windows of the side facades are embedded in semicircular niches, and the window arches illuminating the central nave are segmental. Interestingly, the walls of the side naves are supported by buttresses, non-typical to Baroque. The three-nave interior space features typical neo-Baroque shapes. Here, the large pillars are connected by semicircular lintels, and the pillars support the top entablature of broken line shapes, and the naves are covered by cross vaults. While the beginning of the 20th century is considered the sunset of the manor culture, Vyžulioniai palace was still built before the World War I. It includes then popular modernist features, which are quite rare in manor architecture. The palace of Corvinas Wrablewski's family was built at the same time as the landscape-type park surrounding it. The modernist style was not very well established in Lithuania. Therefore, its stylized forms were most often used to emphasize structural elements. This is the case with Vyžulioniai Palace. It is dominated by large, laconic window frame edging, connected by vertical embossed elements, and the building corners made with hewn rectangular stones. It also has multiple architectural elements typical of the then prevalent national styles. Both the tower roof with a high steeple and a very protruding ridge, and the wooden structural elements that surround the balcony space are found in Swiss and German styles.